Strength matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mason. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Mason. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Hokies have this offense rolling. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Watson. That's caught. It's Green. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets away from one, finds room. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. He would not be denied.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Watson. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quick completion to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Holloway.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Trying play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on this.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Wants to throw again. Looking down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff to the lone back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help.
Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup.
Ernie on the Jets. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Watson. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Mason. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Watson. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. With jet sweep pass. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll start the third quarter with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again,
a lot of room to the right. Ripping through the defense. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Hokies looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Nice pickup on the return.